I'm just fooling with you. I didn't mute the button this time. How's everybody doing today? Josh, JRB5 here. Little midday paint therapy. Gonna do a little painting. Can't see behind me. Couldn't even see the sketch. But there's a blank canvas behind me. It's got this little sketch on it of Willie and Snoop having a little safety meeting. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm chopping at the bit to get started on this. Who all we got here today? A comment already. Hey, Brains, what's going on? Getting ready to paint some Willie and some Snoop. Oh, before we get into that, I want to let you know about 3 new series I have going on. Bringing back the Zombie Freak Show Series 2. Don't lose your head. Heads in a jar. I had somebody hit me up this last night about doing 4 kids. So, I mean, obviously I couldn't fit 4 heads in a jar like that. So I'm going to add. So I added already to the website some options. You can do 2 characters in a fish tank and up to 4 characters in a fish tank. Same kind of looks. Gonna have that green bubbly stuff in it and heads floating in a jar. And then, like I said, Cool Kids #1 finished up. Oh, I mean it closed. I closed selling the commissions about a month ago, and finished them up last week, all of them. And so there's been a lot of people hitting me up with them, so I'm bringing them back. And then Wicked Rides, I just wanted to do something other than drawing characters. And the Volkswagen and the Indian motorcycle I did last week. The Nomad with the Maximus and Lucille and Walter in it was one I did probably 3 or 4 months ago for a project that kind of went to the wayside. But these commissions are going to be up and available for till the end of the month, and then I'm closing it down. What else happened? Like I said, it's been a busy week. I was on the Craft Whisker Club, the Craft Battles, tongue twisters, and that was fun. That was a lot of fun. Built a beard. It's hanging there, hanging there, back there. So check out all the fun shows on Talking Beard Network. What's going on, Cajun? So without further ado, I'm going to switch this camera. Talking in cursive already. Too much coffee. So, bam! Just that camera a bit. Yeah, I couldn't decide on what I wanted. I was going to do Willie. And I thought, no, I'll do Snoop. So I just decided to do them both. And like I said, this probably will be a boring little session here because I'm just going to start with the background. I tried the grid. I don't know if you can see. I erased them, but I gridded it out, try to get proportions a little bit better. And I think it came out pretty good doing it that way. I still would like to get a projector just to do my sketches, just to help keep the proportions of everything right. As you can see, they're having a little midday session there, probably when they were doing a little recording. And so thought it would be fitting. I like it. I always try to start with the backgrounds. Get the backgrounds in, and I'm going to do a nice bold green and hope that it covers up some of these lines. It's the bad part about the grid. You got to do a couple coats to get them grid lines out of there. Even though I erased them pretty good, they're gonna, you see, I probably can't see it on the camera, but as soon as I put paint on them, and it looks like they bold right up. say a little green, a little yellow. I want to make sure to cross over my sketch line that's the point of doing the background. You save some time coming back. And I'm going in a diagonal. I used to try to keep everything perpendicular, parallel with the canvas and all that, but yeah, it got kind of boring. What's everybody doing today? Let's click on these cameras, these comments. Hey, Kevin, craft battles, cheese. Yeah, you probably like that, Kevin. I tagged Amanda in it, trying to get her to check it out. I know she would thrive as a whiskerina, no doubt. It would probably be right up her alley. And like I said, I think I'm gonna put some craziness up in these smoke clouds up here. But I want the background because it'll probably be kind of like an opaque kind of smoke. And you got to paint them dang edges. I got 2 paintings I got to go back over and touch up the edges before I seal them up. Get them ready for this weekend. I got a few people coming into town. If you don't know, me and Katie are getting hitched this weekend. So that's going to be a fun time. So how's everybody's work week going? Everybody doing good? Yep, big day is Saturday. Thank you, Mr. Cajun. Remember, y'all, if you're out there, sharing's caring. Give this thing a share, man. Help this living artist out. Can't buy artwork. I mean, a shares is worth its weight in gold sometimes. Sometimes all it takes is the right person seeing it at the right time. I know a lot of you share, and I appreciate it, but we just need to get more people sharing. So Katie, she's a huge fan of Willie Nelson, or of Snoop Dogg and Willie Nelson, I assume. I guess getting married, and I don't know if she's a big fan of Willie Nelson's or not. I don't know. So if you're listening, babe, are you a big fan of Willie Nelson? She's a big fan of Snoop. That was where I was going with this before I realized I can't talk. And like I said, I kind of wanted to paint Snoop. Kind of wanted to paint Willie. So I just painted them both. Why not? Okay, this was sketch and idea for the painting came from a photo that was found on the intranet. There's a lot more space in between them. I kind of squeezed them together a little bit. Get some more water. The old safety meeting. Hope y'all are staying safe. Johnny Cash made it to his home. So a huge shout out to Mr. Aaron D. Johnson on that. Thank you for supporting living artists. Thank you for the opportunity to broadcast on the Talking Beard Network. That's amazing. I love it. Love being a part of what y'all are doing. Making magic. Having fun with life. I've said it a few times this week. That's kind of one of my new mantras, whatever you'd like to call it. I'm liking that green. But yeah, have fun. Have fun with it. Whatever you do. This is what I do. This is my only job. I am a full-time artist. Should have done it years ago, but I didn't. I probably wouldn't have appreciated it as much years ago. It's a struggle, but you learn to appreciate the struggle. You learn from the struggle. Yeah, it's definitely gonna need a little cover up some of them lines, but it's all right. It's all right. Yeah, a little My Medicine. Y'all listen to My Medicine? That was a song these two did. Buy my medicine, buy my medicine. Yeah, I'm liking that green. What do y'all think of that green there? Green gonna look good? You have some smoke clouds going on in here, maybe some crazy stuff going on in there. In the smoke, who knows? I'll get wild with it. Get wild with it. So, looks like we got 6 people viewing in that one. I don't know how all of these buttons work. I don't want to go clicking buttons. I'm going to have to ask the big boys how to do all that. So, what do y'all think about that green? I'm going to let it dry just a second. Just a second. I don't know where I'm going to start with. Should I start with Willie or should I start with Snoop? Oh, there's a little green I missed there. See, I'm not caring too much about my sketch. And like I said, I don't know if you can see it, but once you hit that stuff with paint, that pencil, it's like it intensifies its darkness, just gets darker. When you do your sketching, always do light. I mean, in this case, I'm going to be slapping some dark paint over it, so no worries. I think I got all of the background in there. Well, no, still. No, that's part of his leg. That ain't the background. Oops, I just got paint all over my brush. Oh, yeah, picked up the tux today, looking dapper. Mama asked for a picture of it, and I go, nope, you're just gonna have to wait. Just gonna have to wait. I gotta wait to see you in the dress. So, oh, so nobody cares what I start with here. I'm gonna leave the black. Maybe we'll start with Snoop. Like I said, when you're painting, you kind of want to do it, treat it like, I don't know if y'all are familiar with Photoshop. Photoshop is a beautiful, beautiful tool. I sketched this one out on Photoshop. And I printed it off and gridded it out. I need some more paint. Almost out of black. So, but you want to, when you try to do it, you want, like, say, the furthest thing back first and work your way forward. Like Bob Ross always said, I mean, you start with the background and then you work your way. It's the best way to do it. I mean, you could do it any way you want. If you like doing more work than you need to do, that's your prerogative. This is what I found. I don't do it all the time either, but this is what I found to be the best for me. So anybody gonna compete in Johnny Rodriguez's Beards on the Bay this weekend? I'm gonna try to do a wedding in the comp. Try to do both. I don't know if Brains is still on here. I don't know if he plans on trying, but if not, I'm gonna try to talk him into it. Him and Caveman and Watson. Or at least get in the picture with me, so maybe I can have a chance of winning. Like I said, I'm just putting down a base right now. I'm not really doing too much blending. Like I said, not really concerning on these first couple layers. You can overlap your lines a little bit, at least on the inside. Just want to make sure everything's getting covered. You kind of do your strokes. Strokes are a big thing in it. I like having smooth strokes that go in the direction, kind of like the grain of your wood. Just kind of gives the painting a little more dimension. Part of my style. Everybody's got their own style. Just do you and have fun with it. End of the day, that's all that matters. Anybody on here? Anybody on here? A painter, artist? Where are all my artists at? Anybody out there? Am I muted? Is this microphone working? Is there anybody out there? That green still wasn't quite dry. No artist, huh? Lordy dowdy, we likes to party. We don't cause trouble. We don't bother nobody. We're just some who's on the mic. And when we rock up on the mic, we rock the mic right. All my dogs keeping y'all in hell. Just to keep you smiling, enjoying yourself. Just base coat, get it started. See some of that green still popping through, just thin. Kind of all depends on what kind of paint you're using too. This is a thinner paint. A couple different brands that I deemed acceptable. Just stuff I started with that I like. It feels to be good to be slapping some paint on here. Let me tell you. Since I got the idea, I don't know. It just kind of controls my brain. That's all I think about. Just glad to be able to bring old Willie. It's a windy day. Here in the ICT, it's Kansas for y'all that don't know. Where's everybody from today? Big Sexy, getting my paint on. Yes, I am. Does it look like Snoop now? We discovered last night, Big Sexy and I, that if we were to paint Snoop Dogg white, he might look like Willie Nelson. Take of that what you will. Yeah, I'm excited about the suit. It's a little tight. Maybe I shouldn't have ate those biscuits and gravy this morning, but the gal at the tuck shop said it looked good, so I was like, well, that's all I care about, I guess. No time for comfort. All right. So let's start. That's a start indeed. Almost stuck my paintbrush in my coffee cup. How long have I been on here already? Let's see. Where it tells me somewhere how long I've been on. 23 minutes. Y'all enjoying this? Anybody out there? Anybody out there? Let's get started here. This painting will be for sale. I mean, if anybody wants to make an offer now, but it's going to be for sale for $150. It's an 18 by 24 canvas. I'll have prints for sale. I get prints set up on everything. I don't know if y'all are familiar with Art Assault. Art Assault is another show on Talking Beard Sundays. Oh, Kevin and I do a live painting. We talk to some really cool people. Just have fun. And again, if you didn't know, my new mantra, just have fun doing what you do. That's what it is. Y'all want to know the secret to life? I done told you. Take what it will. Seen Willie Nelson twice. Was it twice? No, I seen Willie Nelson once. It was in Salina. It was a nosebleed. Finally, about halfway through the show, I walked up there was no standing room, but I just kind of walked up and stood for a minute up in the aisle and got a closer look. Seen Bob Dylan twice. First time at the same place, the spot in Salina, Kansas, the Bicentennial or something like that. It's a pretty big venue. And, could hardly see. And then the second time I seen Bob Dylan was downtown Wichita, Century 2, which I don't know if they've canceled it or not, but they were talking about tearing down Century 2 and doing some things. I'm like, that's a iconic landmark. But anyways, we had a lot better seats for the second time I seen Bob Dylan. And we were, 20 feet away. And then he came out and did his encore and he started playing Purple Haze, which I don't know if you know or not. Bob Dylan wrote Purple Haze. I don't know if it was for Jimmy, but Jimmy ended up playing it and made it popular. But Jimi Hendrix, in case y'all don't know who Jimmy is, Purple Haze. But Bob played it just as well as Jimmy ever did. And we ended up getting up, walking right up to the stage on that because it was the encore. I was like, what are you gonna do? Kick us out? And nobody messed with us. Seen David Allan Coe once. He was like an hour late for the show, and old Jeremy Seacrest and I just sat there waiting. And like I said, we were about to leave, but he finally showed up. Came on with his, rebel flag dime bag guitar. Did like 3 songs and bounced. But it was David Allan Coe, so. Seen Korn a dozen times. Rob Zombie a dozen times. Stone Temple Pilots, the original Stone Temple Pilots, way back in the day. Seen Mudvayne. Band I used to be in, we opened up for In This Moment. And Green Jello. That was a trip. Old Bill, I can't remember his last name. Where? I think that's his last name. He's a trip. Little pig, let me in. Not the butter of my chinny chin chin. We were hanging out with them on the tour bus right before the show, getting safe. And the drummer just kept talking about Maynard, Oh, how was Maynard? And you could tell Bill was getting, tired of talking about Maynard because whether you know or no, Maynard's going, not to buy the hair of my chinny chin chin. And so, yeah, needless to say, he kind of, after the point where he got annoyed enough, he kind of rushed us off. But he was a weird cat. I don't know. I'll take some covering up on that green. Nobody's really chiming in, so I'm just japping my jaws painting. Kind of hard to see that. Well, it's been 30 minutes, not a lot done on it. I don't know if I get more time to paint on it before the wedding or not. But I think I'm probably gonna have to call it done. for today. So I'm out of black ink out paint. Looks like there's a few of you still here. Remember, got these 3 series going on. You're gonna be up until the end of the month, and then let it be what it is. So don't miss out this time. I mean, though, depending on the demand and the success of everything, will be if that comes back or not. I think I've only got 1 commission for the Wicked Rides right now. I think I've got 1 paid for of the Cool Kids Series 2 with a few people showing interest. And then I think a couple of the Zombie Freak Show Don't Lose Your Head series. So yeah, I had fun. It was fun getting started on this. I'm going to get some more black paint, and I don't know if I'll get any more painting done on it before the wedding. We've got not a lot to do, but enough to do to keep us busy the next couple days. That's for sure. So thank you everybody for stopping in. Please remember, sharing's caring. I mean, I'm a living artist. I live and die by the art. This is my only gig. So I mean, you don't always have to buy artwork to support. You can give it a share. Tell a friend about it. Website www.roomgreenproductions.com. So yeah, I had fun. I hope you guys had fun. I'm going to get off here and let you go back to what you're doing. And I've got a few things to do, little honey-do list for the wife, soon to be wife. We already call each other hubby and wife. It's just that kind of thing. So check out all the other great shows on the Talking Beard Network. The Craft Whisker Club, Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I think for the time being, they're going to a once-a-month schedule, but they'll have some kind of content on the off days for the builds. Tuesday, you got the big boys themselves, Talking Beard, Scott and Aaron, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Then you got What Up Mob Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Wednesday. Beard Laws, Matt McClear, great dude. Thursdays, 9 p.m. Eastern. Then to the Weekend Crew. Got Big Sexy Saturday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern. The Least We Could Do, 9 p.m. Eastern. Then Sunday, Art Assault, 7 p.m. Eastern. Check them out. It's a lot of fun. Go to their page, follow, like, go to their website, talkingbeards.com. There's merch. You can go back and watch previously recorded shows. All the shows are broadcast on the website themselves. You can find all of the networks on Talking Beards Network on there as well. So, yep.